the world's very first Thornton Hundred 1200 Scrambler XE Supermoto. Hi guys, welcome back to Thornton Hundred Motorcycles YouTube channel. My name's Jody, and in this week we've got a brand new Triumph Scrambler 1200 XE, and we're going to turn this bike into a supermoto. Now, if you follow our channel, you'll know we've built a couple of these before, and they've been wide wheel kits. So we put the wide clamps in, custom wide hubs, and all of those good bits as well. But on this one, we're going to turn it into a supermoto style bike. So it's going to be essentially an off-road bike with road style wheels and tires, to make sure that our customer gets the best handling bike possible that he could ever want for the road. Basically what we're going to do is get rid of the wheels. The wheels are going, the tubeless rims are going too, and we've engineered some narrow style billet hubs as well, which is going to allow us to run a traditional style spoke that crosses over, gives us plenty of clearance on the front brake calipers there, and we're going to run XL supermoto rims, so probably 3.5 inches wide at the front, 5 inches wide at the rear. And then what we're going to do, we'll build a custom exhaust for it. We'll also modify the tank, get rid of the tank strap, and this one's going to have a custom paint job that's reminiscent of a very famous F1 car too. So it's going to have a really cool paint job by Image Design Custom too. We'll make a custom seat base, and we'll do that all in carbon. And all of these silver bits as well here are all going to go. So very first thing to do is to get the bike up, get the wheels out, and then start removing all of the silver bits here that you see, and then we're going to get them off to Xylane coating. So let's get to it. Oh, it's so heavy. Okay, so all of the silver bits off the Scrambler, and I've completely disassembled the swing arm, and we have no bearings left in it. Absolute nightmare to get them out, but we got there in the end. We have to put special masking instructions in there to make sure they don't put Xylane coating on bushes or bearing surfaces where we don't want it. So this is all pretty much ready to go. We'll get these off and then crack on with the rest of the bike. Okay, so been waiting for these. These are Michelin Power 5 tyres. The customer has specified these as they're really sticky and they match his bobber too. So we're going to mount these onto our custom made narrow hubs to make this Supermoto Scrambler a rolling chassis by the end of the day. I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like. So I'm going to chuck these tyres on now and put everything on the bike. So, tyres are all fitted up now on the rims. I'm really happy actually with how these fit. So these are really cool XL rims here, and these hubs look so sick as well, Xylane coated. Black spokes, black nipples, they look really nice. So I'm gonna get the discs on now, get the cush drive in as well, all the ABS reluctor rings. But while I'm doing this, Stevie is going to show you guys what we've had done to all of the components. For example, the foot pegs, the swinging arm, and all of the foot controls as well. We've had them Xylane coated in black, and it just gives it a really, really sleek finish as opposed to silver. So while I'm doing this, Stevie, show these guys what I've been up to. This is going to be such a fun bike to ride. Man, we built some cool stuff, didn't we? Whoa! Okay, so the wheels are in now. They look so sick in the bike. I'm really happy with the clearances that we've got, and considering we didn't actually 3D print these hubs, everything lines up absolutely perfectly. We're using the standard narrow clamps in this as well. We just kind of accounted for the difference in the width, but these look so cool, and this bike looks like it's ready to shred so hard as well. So I've just got an email actually from Image Design Custom. Tom has said that our paint is ready to collect, so me and Stevie are going to hop in the truck now, go down and see what we've got, and I think you guys are going to absolutely love this paint, so I cannot wait to see it on the bike. So we're going to go and do that now. Right guys, I'm here at Image Design Custom. I'm with Tom, the owner of the company, and he has done such a sick job on this paint job. Thank you so much, Tom, for having us down here.
You're welcome.
This honestly looks so sick. There's so much detail in this. So Tom's been telling me that there's no decals on this whatsoever. It's all paint from start to finish, and it looks so sick. It goes into primer. Obviously, a team have primed it. So what's kind of first? You put the green on first, the black on first, the silver. What's that kind of?
So how it works, because we've got this kind of lovely chrome finish.
Yeah.
That goes over gloss black.
Yeah.
So we have to do the primer work first.
Yeah.
Then we have to sand the primer real smooth, put the black on, lacquer it.
Yeah.
Cure the lacquer. It has to go off for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
This is the paint process. And then we put this chrome paint on. Now the chrome is really transparent, so you're seeing a reflection of the gloss black underneath it.
Yeah.
So that is our base. We put all of the chrome on.
Yeah.
We put no masking on at the moment. It's
Yeah.
just chrome.
Yeah.
Lacquer it, flat it, polish it, and then we start putting on the colours.
So many stages in this as well. It's absolutely incredible how many stages go into this.
So then we'll mask off the chrome.
Yeah.
Paint the green.
Yeah.
Mask off the green.
Yeah.
Paint the black.
Yeah.
And then we go in with the logos over the top, and they'll just be airbrushed to a mask over the top.
So cool.
Then lacquered again. Okay. Then sanded smooth.
Yeah.
And then re-cleared.
Yeah, so there's so many layers on this as well, and the attention to detail is so clear as here as well, because we'll show you guys in a bit. We'll do some proper close-up B-roll on this when the bike's all finished. It's going to look so good, and I'm so excited to get this bike back together. So what we're going to do now is get this paint back to Thornton Hundred HQ, get it on the bike, and then start building up and tacking up that exhaust and start doing all the finishing. But thank you so much, Tom. You've absolutely smashed it. The guys here, your whole team at Image Design Customs, what a great
pleasure. We've absolutely loved it.
And I'm absolutely looking forward to working with you guys on some projects in the future as well. So keep an eye out for those two as well, guys. So thank you, Tom. Back to Thornton Hundred HQ. Okay guys, so I'm back from Image Design Custom now. I've got a big box of painted parts here, and I have a load of other parts, a big box of bolts as well. So I'm gonna get to putting everything onto the bike right now. This is my favorite part of the build, because we're gonna get a glimpse of what this bike is gonna look like finished. So I'm gonna get to that right now. We need to make a bracket that comes off of here and here and mounts that to there. Okay. Okay, exhaust time. Now, on this Scrambler, we're gonna go with something really different. Me, Evan, and actually all of the boys in the workshop and the customer have all been pondering as to how we're gonna create an exhaust that's slightly different to the Scramblers that we've already done before. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create the downpipes or the headers out of stainless steel pipe, and we're gonna do that using these, which we call pie cuts or lobster backs. So essentially what we've had is a long bit of polished tube, and we've put it in a sort of a cylindrical sort of lathe, and it clamps it, and then you have a laser as it spins that moves in and out, and you end up with these different parts here. Now, what you can do is when you assemble a lot of these together, you end up creating a radius and a bend like that. Now, what I have is 5 different variants here, all cut between 5 degrees and 9 degrees on each side. So as you can see here, the 9 degrees is a lot tighter bend than the 5 degree. Now, what that allows me to do is create a variable radius as I go through and create a bend. Now, what I would essentially do is start with one, tack it on the boss, the header boss, and then just work my way around and create and build an exhaust pipe literally out of nothing and grow it. So over here, I've been cracking on and I've created the header pipe for, or just tacked it up for cylinder 1. These were created using 7 degree pie cuts, so actually 14 degrees overall on each bend. And then I actually tightened it up and brought it up, and I've taken it right through there because we need to link it up with cylinder number 2. Now, what I've done with cylinder number 2 is create this, which is again another sort of series of bends that all sort of link up. Now, what this does, if you come around here, Steve, you'll be able to see where this links up with the head and this pipe links up with cylinder 1. So we have those which will be held together with a sleeve right in there, and we'll show you more details on that later on. How we have cylinder 1 and then cylinder number 1 which comes out here, cylinder number 2 which comes out here, and then what I'm going to do is join them both together and come out with a big fat mandrel bend all the way under here, because we're not going to see anything over here because we're going to cover it up with heat shields. So we might as well keep the pretty bar at the front here, the bit you're not going to see under here, so we can build this part nice and quick. And then what we're looking to do right at the back of the bike is use this titanium SC Project end can and silencers with the carbon tips. We were going to put it on the side, and I thought they were just a bit bulky. We were going to put it essentially like right up here, but it just looks a bit weird and you struggle with the rider, and we also want to have a passenger on this bike and keep it nice and usable. So what we've decided to do is put it up under here like this, and I think they fit really well within the contours of our custom carbon mudguard, and they're a good spacing as well, and it actually points out and down, so this, you can buy this off the shelf, which is what we've done. And then we're going to create a link pipe that comes down out around here and up there. We've already chopped off this part of the frame, so that should link up the rest of the exhaust together. So I need to create a mount for this, which will go up through our exhaust here, mount on there, and then we need to create the link pipe. And once it's all tacked up, I'll do final welding, and this is going to be a really unique exhaust that I've never seen before on a Scrambler, and I'm so excited to see what it's going to look like. So I'm going to crack on with tacking up the rest of this exhaust and then getting these silencers mounted.
Okay, so here it is, the world's very first Thornton 100 1200 Scrambler XE Supermoto. This thing looks so good. So I'm going to run you guys down what we've done from front all the way to the back. So starting at the very front here, we have our narrow line wheel conversion. So normally we make these things fat, wide and chunky. With this one we wanted to keep it agile, so we've gone with a 17-inch by 3.5 front rim, and we've come up with a custom billet hub with the XL rims and then the custom spokes and everything to match. Now what we've done as well is we've modified all the fork guards and painted them to match the rest of the bike. Now we have a 3D printed little splash guard down here along with our custom high carbon mud guard. That's a mouthful. Then we have our Puig screen with our custom mount as well. We've got the quad lock mount, we've got the custom bar mounts as well, so we've got these nice CNC mirrors. So we've basically taken off the hand guards and then created these mounts here, and then we've got these bar end indicators as well. So moving back, we've deleted the tank strap, and then we've got a custom seat with a custom gripper seat cover as well, so proper Supermoto style. Then we have obviously the elephant in the room, the big pie cut exhaust. This thing is so cool. Now the custom wanted to keep a fair element of usable sort of heat management with this exhaust, so we've kept the original heat shield and then modified it, chopped it up. A lot of you guys will recognize these pieces. This is the original part that we've modified, and we've got it to look really nice and cool and work with our custom exhaust too. And then we've got it matched to the side number board as well, which is obviously matching with the paint on there. So we've got the Breitling on the side, the Krieger, the Michelin, the Thornton 100, and all of the paint on here is, well, there's no decals, it's all paint. Image Design Custom have absolutely smashed it. So moving back, we have the carbon mudguard at the back here again with the Castrol decals, just to keep it looking kind of racy. And then we've got the titanium SC Project end cam, which we linked right back here, so you can't actually see it behind this side cover, and it looks really good. So we've got the custom billet rear hub again, 5-inch wide rear rim and 180 tyre with the gold chain as well. And then we've got the billet side number plate mount, which looks really cool as well. And what we've done as well is we've Xylan coated everything on this bike, so it's super cool. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking to hear this bike, so I'm going to start it up for you now, and you guys get a little listen. I'm absolutely in love with the sound of this bike. It sounds so good. So there you have it, guys. The world's very first Thornton 100 1200 XE Scrambler Supermoto. Now this thing is literally about to be rolled around the corner into the van, and we've got a very special surprise for our customer too. We've got him a custom made Arai lid to match the bike, and our customer is going to look so cool riding down the road with these two matched. So super happy with how this looks, super happy with the bike as well. So catch us on the next episode, guys, to see more cool bikes coming our way very soon.